The light hits your face, the air, sort of you breathe. And not only just feeling it in your hair, programming it in your brain and actually experiencing it is not the same thing. I don't think you just experience with that.
Virtual realities invite us into new worlds which can be incredibly exciting. But I think we are intuitively aware that a life without a body at all, in other words, virtual minds, would be an unpleasant way to live. In this film, we want to ask the question, is a body necessary for a fulfilling life? Do we need a body? We ask this question because we are living in a progressively virtual world. The allure of a virtual existence is undeniable. Control, escapism, eternity, and infinite potential. Now, infinite potential is not just a nice thing to think about. There may come a time when we must choose to keep or to leave our bodies. Even now, there is a choice to make as to whether we invest in real or virtual experiences.
You can do anything you want to do without any inhibition.
My lives.
Anything's possible. I mean, you can just think of what is in the world and what can't be there in front of your face, but then you can just choose what you want to be there.
Well, I mean, since it's, kind of detached from our, physical body, it may be, enable us to do anything we want, ranging from, going on adventure to, doing stuff that we wouldn't be able to do, through our, physical body.
There are basically two main beliefs around the body. One group believes the body is not necessary for a good life and is in fact a hindrance. This group would argue that in order to have a fulfilling life, we must either escape or transcend the limitations of our body. Another group would view sensory experience, physical change, and desire not as a hindrance but as an essential part of human existence. To choose between these options, it's worth considering what the body might actually give us. There is a universal disorder called entropy that causes everything to decay, including our bodies. It's what makes us get old. Even our genetics have been shown to degrade over time. And this entropy or decay gives us what is known as the arrow of time. The decay and eventual death of our bodies give us an internal body clock, which tells us that time is moving forward. And this sense is part of what drives us.
Yeah, I think you've got to experience what you've got to do in life. I mean, it's not about being scared, but it's just about while you've got life, you can just do what you've got to do.
I would say no, I'm not consciously acting, thinking about that I'm gonna die one day, but I'm pretty sure, there's things that I do thinking that I might not be here one day, and gotta just do whatever you want to do.
I know that I will die one day and I would like to, actually experiencing stuff from, outside my country.
This sense of time also means that we can delineate one moment from the next, which is fundamental to us experiencing change. At the beginning and end of a film, you will often see a similar image, but something will have changed, something will be different. We like to see how characters have changed with time. We like to see how they, and we, have grown. The philosopher John Henry Newman believed that this is fundamental to the human experience. He said that to live is to change.
What would you miss if you didn't have a body?
Human touch, I guess.
The feeling of actually interacting with the world.
Just being able to feel my body as well, and be able to hug, be able to be independent and do things for yourself.
This decay of our bodies is also one aspect of what gives us desire. We have a hunger to complete objectives, to tick off things on our bucket list because we have limited time to do them. Our bodies also have chemicals and processes that gives us desires, from making us hungry and seeking out food to desiring companionship and finding love. But not only do our bodies give us these desires, they also give us the tactile experience of fulfilling our desires too.
Yes, it should be our own choice. It shouldn't be anyone else's choice. It's what we've got to do and what feels right.
We are dependent beings. So we do have freedom, but that freedom is that of a dependent being. As you say, we're dying, we're mortal beings. You can't avert. It's not your choice not to die. In respect of rights, everybody should have bodily autonomy. but in the legal sense, 100% autonomy.
It is our body, we like literally own them, so it is like ultimately our choice that like what we want to do with it.
The idea that we should be able to choose what we do with our bodies seems to be fundamental to human ethics, and without a body, living in a virtual world, our minds presumably would be owned by someone else. In that case, would we really have a choice at all? With a body, I can choose to pet a dog or drop a bomb. The body that seems to be holding us back gives us choice. And all these ideas bring us back to the same question: do we actually need a body? Is the body necessary to live a good life? From all of these thoughts, we could say, yes, this is how humans have always existed, with bodies. But what virtual realities offer is, and this is really important, a different sort of life. The question then is virtual existence more or less human? Is it a better or a worse life? To exist as a virtual being without a body for eternity? And actually, there isn't a simple answer to this. It comes down to your belief system. For belief systems like Buddhism, bodies and in fact physical reality are in many ways a hindrance or perhaps even an illusion. But for other belief systems, human beings were deliberately created with bodies as an integrated and inseparable part of their existence. In fact, some would go as far as to say that human beings with bodies are somehow made in, and I quote from the Bible and the Torah, the image of God. In this instance, there is something innately divine about having a body. It is something we are made to have, and anything different would, in this view, be less human, not more. But one belief system takes this idea a step further. According to the Christian faith, an all-powerful creator God became a human with a body. At Christmas, around the world, many celebrate God incarnate, God made flesh, an embodied God. If this were true, what would it mean to you?
I feel like that would mean that God is limiting himself or herself.
It would be a miracle, right? I guess. I don't know.
I think it brings us closer to like the concept of God, because he or maybe they or anything kind of like transform themselves into like something that we can interact with. They now have like a medium that we can like actually talk with.
Now the embodiment of this God is very important. Is that for the first time no other religion, either monotheistic, monistic, or pagan, polytheistic, from the human to the divine, the human infecting the divine, if you like. It's only as Christianity that does that, and it's in that respect is unique among all religions.
Hi everyone, I'm Charlie. I work on the team here at OWLINSPACE, and you've just watched a thought short, which is a cinematic reflection on a cultural theme or big question of life. The question we've just been asking in this short film is, do you think we as human beings need bodies? So do answer that question in the comments, say what responses resonated with you the most, and do support the channel by liking, subscribing and sharing this short film. Thanks for watching.